Awesome, the green screen's back. Hello and welcome back to Real World Magic, where we make your life more magical. My name's Neil Trigger, I'm going to be your magical host, and today we're making this platform 9 3/4 sign out of some plasterboard, some staples, and a Tesco bag for life. No, really. If you have a few simple bits like I did, then you can make this platform 9 3/4 sign for less than 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, £1. Less than £1. About 60p. Which is less than $1 for our American cousins. Check this out. Platform 9 3/4 is, of course, from the famous Harry Potter series of books and movies. And incidentally, I got this lovely set of Harry Potter books, completely full set of pristine books from Aldi for £24.99, which was quite a bargain. Very happy with that. Now, platform 9 3/4 is, of course, where things start really kicking up for Harry and kicking up to the next level in the wizarding world. It's where they catch the Hogwarts Express to Hogwarts from King's Cross train station. Now, if you've seen any of my previous channel makes on this channel, you will know that I like to keep the costs down. And so what I've decided to do is to use some scrap plasterboard that I had from mending the hole in my ceiling, which may have been mentioned on a couple of previous videos. Someone putting their foot through the floor in the man cave because it's not properly boarded out yet, and so now we've got to repair the bedroom ceiling. Oops, it wasn't me who did it. Yeah, there's going to be some plasterboard in this. You could also use MDF or spare wood. I'll go into that in a bit more detail in a bit, but I've also taken some spare parts, but I've also tried to keep the cost down just by using staples. You could also use hot glue, and then the adhesion wouldn't be visible. So I've done this as a very quick and dirty idea, but the key thing here is the bag, which I wanted to tell you guys about because I found it in Tesco. It's a Tesco bag for life. It's 60p and it's really awesome. It's double-sided. I'll show you this in just a second. Of course, you could paint the sign onto some wood. Good luck if you want to do that. I just wanted to do it quick and easy, and as it was already printed, I thought I'll just use that. So here's how I made my sign. A couple of weeks ago, my wife and I went to Tesco. It's a supermarket here in the UK, and it's a pretty big thing. It sells all loads of stuff that you'd normally expect, groceries and stuff like that. They also have bags for life, which encourage you to buy this one single bag that will take 1 billion years to biodegrade and use it 3 or 4 times before forgetting it and then buying another one. I don't think that's what they intend, but that's basically what happens. So anyway, they try and sell these bags for life that you hopefully will give to your children in your will or whatever it is in order to save the environment. So they're made of plastic. You might want to be aware of that. I don't know. They look a bit like this, but not quite as dusty. So, all right, let's get on with it. Now, the bag itself is fairly small, but because it's printed the same on both sides, I thought that would be perfect. So I saw this bag for life for 60p, and I immediately had my Real World Magic hat back on firmly, and I thought I could make a platform 9 3/4 sign out of that. All I need to do is cut the top, the sides, and the bottom off, and then I've effectively got some plastic sheets with decent printing on there for the Hogwarts Express platform 9 3/4. All I need is a steel rule and a decent sharp knife, and I already had those, so that was awesome. Next, we need to get onto the base of the sign. Now, in America, you guys call it drywall, but I had some plasterboard that I needed for repairing the hole in the roof that someone put their foot through. You'll have seen on my last video, which I think is linked up here, all about the renovations in my house at the moment, and so I did have some stuff kicking about. You can also use MDF, plasterboard, hardboard, anything like that. If you want it waterproof, of course, you can go for something better like oak or even just plastic sheeting and then just use a hot glue gun. Next, we need a few little bits and bobs to make our life easier. Obviously, we need a very sharp knife and a chopping board or a plastic table like I did to cut the bags up. Scissors would have done the job as well. I've got a long metal rule which I use, and it's very useful for cutting, and if you have one, I encourage you to use that rather than scissors. I've got a hot glue gun and plenty of glue anyway, but I thought in order to demonstrate this quickly and easily, I'd just staple it. Obviously the staples are still going to be visible. If you don't want them visible either, you can paint over them, or you could just use a hot glue gun and then just do it from the back. then you don't have to worry too much. The knife can be used again to cut the plasterboard or drywall to the right size, and here's a little tip for you. If you have a pencil or a knife to hand, you can actually put that behind the drywall or the plasterboard, and you can cut and snap the drywall at the right place by using the pencil or the knife, in my case, as a bending point, because drywall doesn't like being bent. Start by cutting the bags to size. Be sure to make the corners square, and this is really important. If you get it right, it makes everything look a lot neater. Get it wrong and it could look really bad. Now we have the two sides of the sign. Be careful not to crease or fray these, because the more wrinkly it looks, the worse it will probably be. Now you just adhere one side to the plasterboard, only one side at this point, and then trim the plasterboard to around about the same size. Trim the plasterboard to a little bit larger if you need to, and then you've got a little bit spare so that you can get the angles right eventually. A set square might also be quite a good job if you got one, but I didn't have one. Next, glue or staple down one of the sides to the sign, and go slowly if you're going to be using glue, and be sure to wear protective gloves to prevent burns. If you watch one of my previous videos, I've actually got a hole in my hand from where some hot glue dripped on it, so be really careful please. Once you've done one side, just make sure that the plasterboard or drywall is trimmed really flush. Once you've done that, flip the whole thing over, make sure you've got the sign on the same orientation, and then staple or glue it back onto that other side of the plasterboard. Trim it if you need to. Now if you are using plasterboard, in fact even if you're not, you might want to paint the edges just to make sure that they blend in nicely with the sign itself. And then that's pretty much it. All you then need to do is to drill some holes, put some chain through it and hang it up. Or you could just put it onto a pole, something like that. You could even frame it or stick it onto your wall or something. I don't know. That might look a bit weird. What do you think? Either way, I think it's actually a pretty neat little project. It's very easy to do. You can do that with kids as well, which I think is a great thing. And it's a bit of fun. I mean, admittedly, this isn't the neatest way of looking at it. But you could do this with MDF very easily. And it's really, this video is all about the bag. It's all about the bag. It's 60 pence. Why wouldn't you buy one? If you're in America, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that Walmart or something like that might do them as well. I'm fairly confident this isn't worldwide exclusive rights that Tesco's got over one bag design. I'm sure you'd be able to find it somewhere else. So think outside the box when you're doing this sort of stuff. I just wanted to provide this as a quick and easy method to create a platform 9 3/4 sign for you guys, because I know how much you like my making videos stuff. And if you do like my making videos, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for more of the same. If you want to see some more of me, make sure you click that bell so it goes ding. I don't know if you've got speakers attached or whatever. If it does ding and you do ding that bell, then it will notify you next time I upload a video so that you don't actually miss anything, which is going to be awesome. And it's great for me as well because, you know, you can join our happy family and we can all, you know, be happy together. That sounds so wrong. Either way, so that's it for this week. But don't be sad, I'll be back next week with another video about how Valentine's Day is pagan. And I know I've been doing quite a few of these, but they seem to be quite popular. So yeah, Valentine's Day is pagan. Who knew? Please subscribe and ding that bell. Right, that's it. I think I'm going to be off now to paint my bedroom or do some other DIY stuff. But hey, at least the green screen's back, eh? Awesome. And there you have it, one finished sign. Cheers. Subscribe, please. Why are you still watching? I haven't done a proper sign off yet. That might be why. Okay, well, until next time, as always, stay magical.
Please subscribe to Real World Magic.